Making the move from city to countryside is often a momentous step.
Never in a million years I would imagine I would be seeing a house like this. Never, ever.
But for many years, Escape to the Country has been supporting countless people on the hunt for a new home.
What do we think of this?
Oh my, chocolate box.
We've travelled to the most picturesque pockets of Britain
Take a look at that killer view.
That's amazing.
to showcase thousands of exquisite country properties
Oh, but how pretty is that?
that our buyers just couldn't resist.
Seriously, get your checkbook out now.
Join us as we catch up with those who bought their dream home
Can you imagine coming back to this after work in the evening and watching the sunset?
to find out how the move changed their lives when they escaped to the country. Today I'm in Devon, starting my journey here at Broadsands in Brixham. It's spectacular coastline like this, along with lush countryside, that has drawn many of our escapees to move to this county. And I'm delighted to be meeting up with two of them to find out how their lives have changed since making their escapes. Devon in the southwest of England is the only English county with two separate and distinctive coastlines. While the northern coast features rugged cliffs where Atlantic swells produce excellent surf, the southern shoreline is more sheltered with sandy beaches. Later on, I'll be visiting Debbie, who moved down to Devon from Buckinghamshire in 2017 to start a new chapter in her life.
I did come back quite a few times. Yeah, I did.
How many?
Probably 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure it's such a big move for me.
But first, I'll be meeting Alli, who relocated to the coastal county for work, but whose leisure time has been enhanced by her escape. In the autumn of 2016, health professional Alli was living in her one-bedroom flat in the historic town centre of Warwick. She had asked next-door neighbour Vanessa to accompany her on a house search.
We got to know each other because we moved into our flats and then there were some problems with the flats, and so to the point that we had no heating at one point and we had to both move out. So I guess it was a friendship built out of adversity.
Alli is a positive, strong, independent lady. She's always up for a good time.
Bit of catching up.
Yeah, eating. Yeah.
More drinking.
More drinking.
Putting the world to rights, that kind of stuff really.
Generally.
But Alli had found a job in Plymouth and the race was on to find her a rural retreat close to the Devon town.
I'm really excited about moving down to Plymouth because Warwick is quite landlocked, there is no water, so I'm looking forward to being near the sea. The moors are beautiful, and so there's a whole lot of diverse countryside there that isn't available in this area.
With her 16-year-old daughter away at school, Alli wanted a second bedroom so she had somewhere to stay during the holidays. Ideally, Alli wanted a period property with a small garden and view of the countryside or coast. She wanted to be less than a 45-minute drive from her office and had £300,000 to spend. The house search started in the small hamlet of Venton, just south of Dartmoor, where Margarita Taylor showed Alli and Vanessa a pretty stone barn on a country lane.
Here we are.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's really pretty.
And the location is just 17 minutes from your office in Plymouth.
Wow.
Vanessa, what do you think? Initial impressions?
Beautiful location, isn't it? Gosh, stunning.
Built in 1827, the detached barn had been converted with an upside-down layout, so the main living space was on the first floor.
So up we come into your open plan living space.
Wow, that's lovely.
It's really nice. Really
Very
nice.
unusual for a cottage.
Yes.
To have this really open, light, airy feel.
Yeah.
It is a lovely space, isn't it?
Downstairs there were two spacious bedrooms, one for Ali's daughter in the school holidays and one for her.
Ooh, it's pretty.
It's good size.
I really like it. I like the low ceilings as well, makes it cosy.
And you've got that character, the depth of those walls.
Yeah.
Nice and cool in summer, nice and snug and warm in winter.
Back upstairs, the living room flowed into the pretty south-facing garden, which backed onto a neighbouring paddock.
What do you think of this garden space?
It's really pretty. It's really in keeping with the property, isn't it? Because it's a cottage garden and it's got beautiful flowers everywhere and the views are just stunning.
What do you think it's on the market for?
I think it might be around 285.
I think slightly under. I'd say £275,000.
You're both under. This is on the market for £319,950.
OK, we were way off.
Nudging over budget, but with the owner open to offers, the upside-down converted barn had given Alli everything she'd asked for.
I've been really impressed. It's really on brief. I asked for 2 good-sized bedrooms and that's exactly what's in this property. And the lounge is unexpectedly fantastic.
It's completely different from what she lives in currently, and that's what she wanted, a complete lifestyle change.
Has this one got you thinking?
Very much.
OK,
Very
well,
much,
more to see.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
Our second offering was inside the Dartmoor National Park in the small village of Peter Tavy, with easy road access to Plymouth for Alli's work. Margarita showed them a whitewashed stone character cottage on the edge of the village.
Here we are.
Wow, that's cute.
Your
That is
cottage
very
in the
cute.
countryside.
It's very pretty.
What do you think?
Really pretty. Okay. Looks very nice.
Inside, the property needed some modernising, but had great potential.
Come in.
Thank you.
So this is one of the living spaces that you would have in the cottage.
Fun.
It's lovely. It's very quaint.
Love the fireplace.
Great fireplace.
Fantastic.
There's an even more impressive one
Really?
in the dining room.
Wow.
With a cosier, more traditional layout, on the other side of the hallway, the dining room led through to the kitchen.
Wow.
Oh, it's really cute.
It's very quaint, isn't it?
Now this is actually a 1960s kitchen, so this has stood the test of time.
It's a museum piece.
But I imagine you might want to totally recreate the space here.
Yeah.
But it does give you the chance to really make it yours.
Yeah. It's great to start with. It's functioning, so that's the main thing, isn't it?
Upstairs, there were 2 bedrooms, as well as a bonus third single in the eaves.
And here's the main bedroom in the cottage. One of 3 in this particular property.
Fantastic.
So room for your daughter and Vanessa to come and stay.
There you go.
Great.
Fantastic. It's a good sized room, really is. And I like the view from the window, actually.
Yeah, it's lovely.
The idea of doing some work to the cottage didn't seem to faze Alli, so all that remained was to take a peek at the manageable garden, which wrapped itself around 3 sides of the cottage.
What do you think about the size of this garden?
Oh, it's such a cute little cottage garden, isn't it? It's lovely.
What do you think it's on the market for?
But as a rough guess, I think it's probably on at about £300,000.
Vanessa?
Slightly higher. I'm going to say £310,000.
This cottage is on the market for £285,000.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Coming in £15,000 under budget, the detached period cottage had tempted Alli with the idea of a project.
It's got some beautiful features, a lot of character. I think Alli would be tempted by a property like this. This is the kind of property that she would like.
End of day 1.
Yes.
Lots to think about.
Very much, yes.
And
Yeah.
so much more to see tomorrow.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it.
The next day, Alli and Vanessa had 2 more houses to view, and Margarita started off by taking them to the village of South Milton, less than 2 miles from the coast. The property in question used to be the village's forge.
It's very cute, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really
it's
like
lovely.
the little archway as well, walking up to the doorway as well.
This property comes surrounded by all the lifestyle elements that you were really searching for.
Perfect.
Converted in the 1930s, the former forge had been transformed into a characterful single-storey dwelling. The kitchen was at the rear of the house.
You could just move straight in, well-presented kitchen.
It's excellent. It's really good, isn't it? It's very nice.
With the kitchen getting the thumbs up, they explored the property's 2 decent-sized reception rooms.
So back through the dining room into your sitting room space.
This is really cosy.
Lovely.
I like it.
It's good to have the 2 living spaces.
Isn't it cosy? And I love the window. It's really light as well, isn't it?
Across the hall were the 2 double bedrooms.
So into the main bedroom, as it
Okay.
currently is in the property.
Right.
Vanessa, I get a sense that the cogs are whirring in Alli's brain. She's moving things around, am I right?
Yeah, definitely.
Is the property listed?
It's not. So
Oh, that's handy.
does that give you a few more options?
Yeah, absolutely, because there's a real opportunity potentially to look at making this one big room with the room next door as well, with the lovely windows.
With Alli thinking how she might alter the layout to suit her needs, they went outside to explore the secluded paved courtyard garden and to talk money.
Vanessa, this time, why don't you go first on this occasion?
I'm going to go just slightly under the budget and say 295,000.
Alli, what do you think?
I think Vanessa's about right, but I'll go for 290.
Vanessa, you're actually closest to the asking price. It's currently on the market for offers in excess of £300,000. But the owner's not living in the property at present and is looking to sell, so maybe there's a deal to be done.
Okay.
This ready-to-move-into cottage was close to the beach, in a village community, and 40 minutes' drive to Alli's work.
Alli knows what she likes, and obviously she's got a lot of considerations to make with herself and her daughter. Alli's very strong-minded and she'll know she'll like a property when she sees it.
This house has really made me think about what my priorities are and what's important to me, because this is all about location.
3 character cottages down, and the pressure was on to find Alli her dream property before her new job started. Now, clearly, a comfortable commute time to Plymouth was important, but the mystery house was about to test how far she would go for property perfection. For our final offering, we stretched the boundary of Alli's search area by taking her and Vanessa to the quiet village of Churston, 10 minutes from the pretty harbour town of Brixham, but the longest journey to Plymouth so far. The mystery house was a former cowshed, and we were hoping the inconvenience of the extra commute would be more than offset by the character and pedigree of this heritage property.
Oh, this is nice.
Look at this.
I like the little courtyard, I love the colours, I like the character, the stones. It's really nice. I can't wait to go and have a look inside.
Shall we get straight in?
Yes.
Okay.
The interior of the listed former cowshed had been given a contemporary flourish and left Alli almost speechless.
It's a big smile, Alli.
It's lovely. Yeah?
Is the silence a good silence? Is that a wow silence?
It is a wow silence. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
I don't think you'd want to do much to it, would you?
You wouldn't need to, really, would you? You could move straight in, which would be really helpful.
A quirky spiral staircase in the hallway separated the living room from the kitchen.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, look.
It's fantastic.
I am loving the oohs and ahs, I have to say.
What can you say when you see a property like this, though? I mean, it is absolutely amazing. It's stunning. And cakes.
And cakes.
The high standard of finish and the confectionery certainly impressed. And upstairs there were 2 generous double bedrooms with high ceilings and exposed beams.
And into the main bedroom.
Lovely.
Oh, lovely.
Which has a lovely ensuite. In fact, both the bathrooms are ensuite. You've got a shower room next door, which I thought your daughter would love.
Fantastic.
Or Vanessa, if you're popping down to visit.
Yeah.
And then you've got your main ensuite here.
Lovely.
You've got it spot on here.
I think Vanessa's going to buy it if I don't. I might do.
Don't want to break up the friendship here.
It'd be a bit of a challenge, really.
Outside, the plot provided a seating area at the front and a well-maintained communal garden. But the real selling point were the views across to the coast of Brixham, the icing on the cake, if you like. As with all mystery houses, this one came with a compromise.
Where we are is a little bit further than you were hoping to travel to work. So that 45-minute journey that you were planning to do from here at this time of day would be about an hour.
OK.
So knowing all that, what do you think our mystery house is on the market for?
I think it's over budget, and I think it's £320,000.
I also think it's over budget. I'm going to say £325,000.
Well, you are closest, Alli. Mm-hmm. But you are way over.
Oh, wow.
This property is on the market under your budget. It's on at £289,950.
Wow. OK, great.
£4,000 under budget, the mystery house was impeccably finished and seemed to deliver on Alli's wish list. The only negative was the distance from Plymouth.
Well, the fact that I thought the property was over budget and it was under budget was amazing. But more than that is that I don't need to spend any money to do any work on it either. So there's a double positive, really, if you like, about this property for me.
I'd definitely go for it. If she doesn't buy it, I'll buy it.
So, which of the houses did Alli go on and buy? The first, the pretty stone barn on the edge of a village, had given Alli everything she had asked for. House number 2, the whitewashed stone cottage, needed modernising but had plenty of potential. The third option, the single-storey former forge, had location on its side and Alli could move in straight away. And finally, the stylishly designed mystery property was under budget and had certainly impressed Alli, but would the extra commuting time put her off? Once Alli had strayed out of her commuting comfort zone, it was clear she was happy for some practicalities to take the back seat and follow her heart. And yes, you've guessed it, she went full steam ahead and bought the mystery house. And I can't wait to find out how she's settled into her new home. Hello, thank you. Although the mystery house was already finished to a high standard, Alli has added her own personal touches to the property.
Come on in, Nicki. This is the kitchen.
This is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I love it.
Wasn't this the room that sold you the house?
Yes, it was. It's just a beautiful space. It's lovely. It's light and it's very practical. It's fantastic. I was really happy with this.
It looks perfect. Although when you saw it for the first time, it looked pretty good. Have you had to do any work?
I've had to do a huge amount of work in the kitchen, surprisingly. I mean, rightly, the previous owners had white goods that they took out, which left some holes in my kitchen. So I've had to literally go and find someone to build me doors. It looks lovely again now, but it didn't look like when I moved in.
It was like starting all over again.
It was a bit, yeah, it was.
Do you like cooking?
I love cooking. I really do like cooking, and my daughter does too, so we do lots and lots of cooking.
This part of the barn feels like the heart of the home. It's got a real warmth about it, but you've still got all the character,
Absolutely.
all the features.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
It
works.
really is. It does. It's a great space, and I just love it. I love being in here. I love cooking, so it's great.
This is my first taste of your home.
It is. Would you like to see some more?
I would, thank you.
Okay, let's go. So come and have a look. This is the lounge.
Again, I
like
love it. Really cosy, very
Yeah.
tranquil. And what did you have to do in this room?
The main thing I did was I had all the floors stripped in the whole house, which was a huge job.
You've gone for a much lighter colour, haven't you?
Yeah.
Just with that, it's really lovely.
Yeah.
And it gives you that feeling of open spaciousness.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I was planning to change the wallpaper, and
Yeah.
I've fallen in love with it now,
I
so
like
it
that.
stayed.
It's
my
quirky.
little library. Yes.
Quirky.
Yeah.
And your colour palette in here works so well with the doors.
I know. When I saw the property, I had all of this furniture in my other house in Warwick, in my flat. So I already knew that I was hoping the colourways would work when I moved in. It was one of the things that attracted me to the property.
Despite having to make some small cosmetic changes, Alli has really made this into her ideal home. And she's right. Her furniture and design taste upstairs really complement the interiors she's inherited from the previous owners. However, the moving process wasn't completely plain sailing. From seeing the property, getting your offer accepted and moving in, how long did the whole process take?
Well, after we finished the programme, I took a couple of weeks to really think about it and do some work. So I can't say immediately. I did fall in love with it, but I was a bit hesitant. I needed to do a bit of work just to understand where I was in the area, because it was an area I didn't know at all. So I put an offer in after about, I think it was about a month. And then I had the offer accepted, and then my property sale in Warwick fell through, which was devastating.
Because you had
By that
6
time,
weeks, didn't you?
I did.
To move.
And I had moved.
Start a new job.
I had moved, so by that time I was living in the hotel, relocating here, And I'd been here about 4 days when the property sale fell through. It was coming up to Christmas as well, so it wasn't a good time. And but the owners here were fantastic, and they were so supportive, and they waited. And I resold my property within a week for more money than I'd originally sold it for, so I was very happy.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And I finally got here in February.
So
it took a while.
4 or 5 months in total?
Yeah,
Not
much
the 6
longer.
weeks?
No, not at all, not at all.
And I noticed that you didn't say anything about coming back and having a second... So you did come back for a second viewing?
I didn't
Did you not?
dare.
Why?
Because I might have changed my mind.
Thank goodness you didn't.
Come back.
Thank goodness you didn't.
No, I'm glad I didn't as well. It might have put me off. I was really concerned about the drive, and it is quite a long journey to work for me. It's just under an hour. And I just thought that might put me off.
And it is long,
And
isn't
it is long. It is long, but it's worth it. And when you come home in the evening and you're away from everything, and it feels like you're still on holiday. I'm still pinching myself, really. So it is worth it, but I didn't want to put myself off.
This was such an important move for you, wasn't it, Alli? But also, and just importantly, for your daughter as well.
Yes.
How has she found it?
She's loved it.
Has
We've
she?
had the best summer. It's been absolutely fantastic.
How old is she?
She's 17 now.
Oh, perfect age.
Yeah.
And does she love the coast?
She loves it, and she's had her friends down to stay over the summer holiday, and sometimes I'd ring her leaving work and I'd say, where are you? I'm at the beach, so I can drive straight to the beach and meet her because she can walk there. So they've had it's been a fantastic time.
Well, now you're a local, I think this is the perfect opportunity for us to take a stroll along the coast. Should we go for a little wander?
Shall we?
You can show me the sights.
Okay, that would be fantastic.
Fabulous.
Love to.
Just down the road from Alli's new home is the harbour town of Brixham on Devon's south coast. With a maritime history stretching back to the Middle Ages, it's one of the busiest fishing ports in the UK, where you can buy the catch of the day straight from the trawler. But it isn't just about fishing. The town also has a thriving arts and food scene. A walk along the breakwater is one of the best spots to take in the harbour and the pretty pastel-painted buildings that hug the hillside above.
And that's why the commute's worth it. Because can you imagine coming back to this after work in the evening and coming for a walk, watching the sunset?
It's like picture, postcard, perfect.
It is.
When you decided to move, did you think all of this was going to come with it?
I had no idea. And I've really enjoyed the summer just exploring because there are so many things to do and see in this area.
Changing jobs is stressful, as it is. Moving to a different area is stressful.
Yeah.
Buying and selling a house is one of the most stressful things you can do. And then you managed to do all three within a matter of months.
Yes, and in the period of that also became homeless for a little while.
Has it all been worth it?
Well, look around you. Absolutely it has, yeah, it really has. It's beyond what I expected. I just knew I needed a change. And city life compared to living here, it's like chalk and cheese.
Good. We can tell you're happy. I can tell you're definitely happy.
Alli's smile says it all. And as the sun sets over Brixham Harbour on a beautiful evening, it's easy to see why she's so satisfied with her move to this pretty pocket of Devon.
Alli clearly made the right decision going with her instincts. She was happy to cast her net even wider in order to secure her ideal home. In fact, Margarita also found herself combing the countryside with our next buyer, Debbie, whose property search covered 3 counties.
At the beginning of 2017, Debbie was living in Stoke Mandeville in Buckinghamshire. To assist her with a property search, she'd asked her best friend Ash along for support.
I've known Ash for a very long time because we were at the same school together. I was best friends with her brother.
Debbie is bubbly, fantastic, pragmatic, adorable. I love the way that she has dealt with things that have been thrown at her.
Debbie had lived in Stoke Mandeville for 13 years, but after suffering a personal tragedy, had decided to head for pastures new.
Sadly, I lost my husband 2 years ago, and I'm ready now for a new challenge. I've travelled quite a bit to sort of Devon area, and from what I've seen of it, I really love it. I just want to be able to move on and do something new with my life, and I know that Neil would definitely have appreciated that.
The key criteria on Debbie's wish list for her new character property were a large kitchen diner, 2 bedrooms and a sewing room for her fabric work. Outside, she was after space for parking. She wanted to move quickly and had a budget of £340,000. The first property was located in Chard Junction on the Dorset-Somerset border. With Margarita Taylor leading the way, they viewed a rather quirky property.
I like it. I like the shape of the windows.
I love the shape of the windows.
I love the view. Yeah, looking promising. Oh, excited.
Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's get straight in there, because if you love the outside, I love the inside even more.
Oh, wow.
I think it's even more special. Should we have a look?
Yes.
Come on.
Thought to be 200 years old, the semi-detached farm cottage had been extended several times.
This is the main living space.
Yep. Yes.
Love it. Oh.
Tell me everything you're thinking. Are you okay, Debbie? Yeah.
Don't start.
With emotions already running high, Margarita showed Debbie and Ash the kitchen space.
This is our kitchen.
I don't know what to say.
It's not very often she speaks, it's not me.
It's perfect. I mean, there is absolutely nothing in here that I would change.
On the side of the kitchen here, just behind us, the garage has been converted. The current owner uses it as a sewing room.
Wow. So this sofa is perfect.
The cosy cottage had clearly prompted some great reactions from Debbie as Margarita took them up an elegant staircase to explore the 3 bedrooms, the main one with an ensuite.
Oh, wow. I love the window.
I love the window.
And you've got light coming through there as well. I can't believe it's got an ensuite. It just feels so right, it really does.
With the interior tour wrapped up, there was just the garden to take in at the front of the property.
This is perfect. I just want somewhere to sit. There's no one overlooking.
Debbie, what do you think this property is on the market for?
I think it's beyond or at the top or beyond my, so £340,000.
Ash, what do you think?
I think, because it ticks so many boxes, I'm going to go for 355.
This house is on the market for £339,950.
Wow. There you go.
The delightful period cottage had snuck in slightly under budget and had struck an emotional chord with Debbie.
Everything that I'd visualised was here.
It's bigger than I think she expected and certainly what I expected. And yeah, it's a sociable, homely, warm, comfortable, beautiful home.
Debbie's emotional response wasn't just a clear sign she liked the first property. It was that a move to the country was within grasp if she decided to pursue it. Margarita still had 2 more properties up her sleeve, and the house hunting momentum was gathering pace.
The second offering was just over the border into Somerset in the village of Arle Abbots, where Margarita showed Debbie and Ash a detached stone cottage on the outskirts of the village.
So here we are, property number 2, or should I say cottage number 2?
All of it.
All of it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Huge.
It was originally 2 cottages, but they combined them in the 70s into one. But the original part of the building dates back over 250 years. So you wanted character.
Yeah.
This has loads of it.
During its long life, the property had been both a shop and a post office and was packed with original features.
Wow.
Open fire.
You can sense that this is a really old part because it's almost wobbly. You know, it's got a nice feeling.
Just behind the dining room was a compact kitchen. While it might not have been the entertaining space she was after, the main living room more than made up for it.
It's such a nice room. It's a good size.
Keep the wood burner, open that up into an open fire. What would you?
I know people who are going to be shocked, but I'd probably take the wood burner out and put a proper fire in. But I'd quite like to see all the
Upstairs on the first floor were 3 good-sized double bedrooms, including the main one, with double aspect and exposed timber beams.
It's very sweet. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's big.
Lots of character. Yeah, I like it.
Debbie seemed to be a little reserved about this property as Margarita took them outside to take a look at the enclosed garden to the rear, which had the bonus of a stone-built office, a potential sewing room. And there was plenty of parking for Debbie's camper van.
What do you think?
Yeah, the space out here is really lovely, south-facing-ish, so it's really nice.
What do you think this property is currently on the market for?
It does need some work doing. £315,000.
£315,000.
Yeah.
OK. What do you think it's on the market for?
Well, I think there's a bit more of a house than that price, maybe £330,000.
This property is on the market for £345,000.
Ooh. Yeah.
£5,000 over Debbie's budget, the centuries-old character cottage was detached and offered up more outside space than the first property.
I like the quirkiness of it, but I just didn't get that same wow feeling.
It's a lovely family home. I think there's perhaps too much work for her to do for her budget, really, to make it the home that she would want to.
For the third and final option, Margarita took Debbie and Ash into Devon to the village of Ufcombe. The Mystery House was a Grade 2 listed semi-detached property which was part of a small community.
What do you think?
It's very pretty.
Loads of character.
There is a lot to take in this community, which was built for the local vicar in 1864, this lovely private estate, but each one had a previous life. There's the granary, the engineer's shop, it was kind of a model farm, and this was actually the apple store.
Initial reactions were good, but since this was the Mystery House, there'd be a few surprises to come.
We come straight into what would be your living space.
It's lovely in here. It's smaller than what we've seen, but it's got such a lovely feel.
Off this beautiful space, Debbie, is a workroom. It's the most beautiful, light and airy space, and I could just imagine you sitting there with your sewing machine, quilting away.
Ooh.
Ash, you're smiling as well.
I am, because it's just so Deb, really.
The living space might have been a little cosier than Debbie was hoping for, but the kitchen was an altogether different story.
Oh, my word.
Do I need my tissues? I do need my tissues. I know you wanted a kitchen diner that was going to be the heart of your home.
It's taken my breath away. I can't speak. It's so yummy.
With the mystery property prompting the same reaction as our first, Margarita showed them upstairs, where there were 3 good-sized bedrooms in the eaves. The main one was en suite.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And light.
Yeah.
So light.
Are you feeling at home here?
Yeah, I am. Do you know, this house is a very girly house.
Outside, there was a pretty walled cottage garden to the front, but the mystery surprise element was just down the lane. A hidden lawn garden with mature trees, a vegetable patch and pond with views overlooking the Blackdown Hills.
So here we are, Debbie, your secret garden, your extra room with a view of the gorgeous Blackdown Hills.
Speechless again.
The kids would love this. It's just absolutely stunning.
What do you think our mystery house is on the market for?
I think it's over my budget, £350,000.
I've got to go 360.
This property is on the market for £319,950.
£20,000 below budget, the Mystery House had character and a fantastic kitchen diner for entertaining, as well as an ideal room for her crafts.
Wow! Oh my word! Sewing room. The light's amazing.
Love it.
So beautiful.
Hi. Is the house still giving you that magical feeling, that hug?
It's all right.
So which property won through in the end? Our opening gambit, the former farm cottage, had pulled on Debbie's heartstrings. House number 2, the detached character cottage, was more spacious than the first but slightly over budget. And finally, the mystery option was a little bit smaller than the others, but was packed with character and had its own secret garden.
Finding the perfect home for such an important new life chapter was understandably an emotional journey for Debbie, but I'm delighted to say that she went ahead and snapped up the mystery house. Now, she's only been in a few months, but I'm keen to find out how she settled in. Hello, Debbie. So lovely to meet you.
As soon as she moved in, Debbie set about making changes to her new home, starting off with the living room.
Oh, now this is beautiful. I mean, sometimes when people have bought a property, it could take them 2, 3, 4 years to do it up. You've done it straight away.
Yeah, it was really important for me to get in. I had furniture coming. It was a room that I knew needed doing straight away. So I got a plaster in and it's looking nice now and it's a nice room to come to.
I love it. I love the colour scheme, that very relaxing palette that you've used.
Yeah.
Debbie has also set up her sewing studio in the garden room.
So this is the room that Ash and I fell in love with.
I can see why.
It's such good light and I could just see me doing all my sewing and quilting and crafts. It's just such a lovely room. To have this extra room downstairs rather than using a bedroom, because it's nice to have use an office as a bedroom, but you just don't get this light and this feeling.
You don't get those doors.
No.
How many times can I mention those doors? I want those doors. Beautiful. Well, I can remember there was another room that had a profound effect on you, Ash, and Margarita, which was the kitchen.
Yes.
Can we take a look?
Absolutely. So this is the other room that sold it to me.
Oh, I can see why. It's gorgeous. It's massive.
Yeah, it's a real family hub, and I can remember walking in and just instantly seeing my sons here, Sarah doing the cooking for me, and me sitting here, Prosecco. Yeah, it really felt like, wow, okay.
And did you need to do anything in this room?
Well, I moved in on the Tuesday, and by the Thursday, I had slapped a bit of white paint round here. So
2 days?
Yeah.
You're a doer, aren't you?
Well, it just was, some of the paint was a bit dark, and it is quite a dark room, it's only got one window. So I did slap a bit of white paint round.
2 days and you're already painting.
I think my sister was unpacking boxes, and I was like, la, da, da.
Determined lass.
Yeah.
Debbie has clearly made a home for herself in a relatively short space of time, but let's not forget this was a huge move for her, leaving behind Stoke Mandeville and a house she'd shared with her late husband for 13 years.
It's everything I thought it would be, actually, and it's proved itself. In 2.5 months I've been here, there have been lots of laughter, lots of meals, lots of people sitting around on sofas and...
Social?
Yeah, really social. Yeah.
Social. Yeah. And how long did it take you from seeing the house to actually moving in?
So I think it's about 2 months, 3 months maybe, but I did come back quite a few times. Yeah, I did.
How many?
Certainly the weekend after seeing the house for the first time, and then the week later, and then I brought my sister, and then I brought my son, and then I came back to measure. So probably 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure, it's such a big move for me. I really needed to make sure.
To me, sitting here, you seem very content and also very at home. Is that the case?
That's what my family and friends think, and I think now I am, but it's taken time for me to feel that way. I think when I saw the house, I really did fall in love with it, the tears, I think, and the emotion. It's needed a bit more work, and I think because the last 4 years were difficult with my husband being ill and then losing him, I think I was just on go project, just working my way through it. But it's only the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks that I've really begun to feel, yes, it's mine.
Do you think it's because you gave yourself permission to love the house?
Yeah, I think it is. I think I just took a step back. And I'm always telling people, that's what you need to do. You just need to step back, to have a look. And I wasn't doing that, but I've done that in the last couple of weeks.
Although it may have taken Debbie a while to find her feet in her new home, the adjustment has been made easier by having one of her children nearby. Aidan has lived in Devon for a few years. Today, he's helping Mum by gathering the autumn harvest from Debbie's hidden garden, a short walk from the cottage.
I'm loving the secret garden, Aidan.
Hi.
You've been busy, have you, picking?
Yeah, thinking about cider.
And Aidan, what do you think? Because I know your mum's moved a little closer to you than she was.
Oh, yeah.
What difference has it made to her life, do you think, moving to Devon?
Oh, yeah, she's completely changed, really. She's relaxed a bit. It's been quite hard, I think. She's been doing a lot, working on the house, finding work. It's quite a lot to do, but I think she's the only person that could have done that at the same time, really.
Oh, there we are. Yeah. What a ringing endorsement from your son. Because you're close to all your family, aren't you?
Yeah, they're very important to me. And as a family, we're really close. We're spread across the country a bit now, but that doesn't really change anything, does it?
Not at all,
you know,
no.
You can tempt them with a shepherd's hut in the corner, can't you?
Definitely, yeah.
They'll all be coming down to stay. You get the best of both worlds here in Devon because you've got the country life, but you've also got the coast.
That's right, yeah. You can always go surfing, like Mum's taken up.
She hasn't. Have you?
I have, yeah. I've got out in the water. In fact, I'm going surfing tomorrow. The boys dragged me out and I've just enjoyed it so much that, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, my fitness thing.
That's amazing. So if I took you back 2 years, did you honestly think you'd be living in Devon with a secret garden and surfing?
No, none of that. The transformation in my life, some of those sad, obviously, but out of that sadness has brought such joy and a real strong sense of moving forward.
And long may that continue. Thank you for showing us around your wonderful home. Aidan, lovely to meet you.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, you've done a good job, but I think it needs a little bit more work, a bit more picking.
There's plenty more to be picked.
Shall we? Well, you do the ladder, I'll do the lower ones, if that's all right.
After a challenging few years, Debbie is clearly turning a corner. Installed in her lovely new home and with family close by, she's beginning to enjoy a new lease of life.
Debbie and Alli had very different reasons for wanting to set up home here in Devon. What united them, though, was how they were both bold enough to decide on their dream home by trusting their instincts. It clearly was the correct way to go, and it's been such a pleasure to see how the move has helped them find the lifestyle they were both after. And it's nice to think we played a small part in making it happen.
If you dream of escaping to the country in Wales, Scotland, England or Northern Ireland and would also like our help, apply online at bbc.co.uk/Be On A Show.